Like, share, subscribe, dislike, share. Did I say that? Comment below. If you've been following my channel, thank you, by the way. Shouts out to all the subscribers. Pat yourself on the back. I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds. Thank you. Be proud of yourself. Real shit. I don't care where you at in your life. Be proud where you at. You don't have to be content. You don't have to be complacent. You can always move up. You can always make a step. So don't forget that. It's only you that's driving the wheel. You feel me? But let's get straight to it. I usually don't backtrack on my videos. I usually never go back on things. But in this case of Rajah Jackson, which is still a hot topic, and is one of the most controversial things in wrestling history we ever seen, I have to go back on my word. And I'm going to admit that I was wrong about the Rajah Jackson situation. Rajah Jackson is not 100% wrong. Rajah Jackson is more like 50% wrong. The fact he did the actions, right? The physicality, that looks bad, right? Still was unnecessary to that degree. But I'm going to tell you why he is splitting the other 50 with everyone else involved. Everyone is at fault. The promotion, AJ Mana, what's the dude name? The Oos guy, Black Pearl, I think that's his name. Syco Stu is at fault at this. Because if you break everything down, let's keep in mind, this is one of the biggest things he can fight in court. He was already dealing with a concussion. Go look up what a concussion does to people. And you'll see why I say it's 50%. And it's gonna spill over. Let's just not even do too much over detailing. Let's get straight to it. AJ Mana, Rajah Jackson's friend, if he's a friend, was there when this incident happened with Syco Stu. We're going to get on Syco Stu, right? But the Black Pearl guy, he's at fault too, right? And the promotion in general. After the incident happened, I'm going to tell you how they all at fault at this point. Then I'm going to break down how they all at fault as well individually. When it happened, they should have got out the way and let Rajah Jackson beat Syco Stu's ass right there. That's why they're at fault. Instead, they wanted what Syco Stu wanted. And I'm going to get Syco Stu out the way. He want what he got, the clout. Did he or didn't he want the clout? Who in their right mind? Let's use Sandman. Have you ever heard of the story of the Sandman cracking somebody over the head with a candlestick because they got cameras in the backstage? Have you ever heard of this? I'm just wondering. That's a drunk, a functional drunk, right? Sandman's a functional drunk. That's his character. Syco Stu need to put the bottle down, obviously, right? Because he thought it was in his right mind to assault someone he thought was in on this, and you used to blast it to even recognize, I don't even know this person. Why would I do that? Why? Why would he do that? Right? So Syco Stu got exactly what he was asking for, the clout. The promotion got exactly what they asked for, the clout. Because guess what Black Pearl did? Let's make it a part of the match, Oos. You just run in there, Oos, and get your lick back. Then here comes AJ Mana. Now, this is why I said, is he a friend? You said you trained together, right? So I'm sure you was probably watching his streams. You're a friend of his. You knew he was concussed. So why you didn't suggest yo, nah, he shouldn't even go in the ring. He shouldn't even go in the ring. Either, they apologize and just literally get over it. No, no, don't go in the ring because you're concussed. Put that in place. Fuck your feelings. We got to look at logic here. Concussions can cause misjudgment, mood swings. It can fuck up memory. You have to rest for like days and weeks. It depends on how bad the concussion is because your brain has been rocked. Your brain is a very sensitive place. Extremely sensitive. Why do you think you can knock a motherfucker out? Your brain is very sensitive. So you cannot take that without consideration. Rajai Jackson was concussed. That literally legally classifies him as not being in the right state of mind. You can look up all this concussion shit right now. That's why I said I was wrong about his situation. He's 50% wrong. We got to put the rest of the blame on the rest of the shit, bro. Everybody else is at fault because you led up to this. This man is not clearly thinking. We got to put in another factor. He's 25 years old. His brain is not fully developed. These are scientific facts. He's in the middle of brain development. He's in the middle of it. It don't start until late 25, early 26, or the end of 26. Is documented. You can look this shit up yourself. Right? But the main thing, even if you want to say, well, he's grown, cool. And I was even saying that. But one thing I didn't realize that I forgot to mention in that first video is a concussion. That is extremely serious. There has been situations where concussions has caused people to do psychotic things. Legitimately. People that's being untreated with concussions are making irrational decisions. These are facts. These are facts. So I don't feel bad for Syco Stu. He got the clout he wanted. He looked at this as a clout opportunity to get attention. Instead of asking around and being a professional, hey, you should have asked somebody, hey, is he a worker? Or you should have said, hey, you think we could do a skit? You should have asked somebody that knew this man, you think we could get him to do a skit? Make it look real? No, instead, you just hit this man over the head with a can. And then, oh, you're not going to sell it? Who did he even think he was talking to? You never even seen this little boy ever. I ain't gonna call him little boy, but you never seen this man ever in your life. And you really said you're not gonna sell it? You know what Syco Stu was thinking? Getting blazed. Shouts out to Jody. He was getting blazed. He was out of his, man, this nigga was drunk and high out of his fucking mind. For you to do that to a random person. So you think he don't play no fault at this? And yeah, they shook hands, they reconciled, but guess what? They only shook hands because they said you can get your lick back. You can get your lick back. But this man was concussed, people. You cannot take that out of play. Most of y'all never been in a fight in y'all life. Most of y'all never had brothers y'all wrestle with and you hit your head and you wonder why you can't remember shit. Most of y'all never got y'all knuckles rusty. Most of y'all literally jerk off and sit in your computer 24/7 in your mom's attic and basement and spy on your mom when she get in the shower and shit. Most of y'all do that. A lot of y'all got real soft hands, don't know a thing about actually working and doing shit and going outside. So these are the main people that's extremely outraged and over the top. He's an animal and Was it necessary to beat the motherfucker like that? No and yes. I only wish he would have stopped at maybe the second or third hit. But at the same damn time, when you look in the depths of concussions, and then as a human, he was already dealing with the idea of I didn't do anything. Damn, I should have did something. And then the wrestlers got in the way. That's why I said all of them are at fault for that. They should have got out the way and let Stu get his ass beat right there. It would have prevented all this. It would have prevented all this because they could have been like, yo, nah, get your ones. Get your ones with him. Then Stu not only assaulted him with the can, you got to put this in mind too. Stu put his hands on him twice. He tried to hug the nigga. You don't know this man. So you already irritated him more. He's restraining himself much as he can. Because he like, what the, he even said, what the fuck was that? Like, what did you even doing? I looked at a lot of the details, man. Oh, the Doug dude that saved Syco Stu, he's at fault too. I'm gonna tell you why. That whole promotion, everybody in there, clout chasers. How is this Doug dude talking about he want to fight Rampage Jackson? What the fuck Rampage Jackson got to do with it? First of all, he gonna knock you the fuck out, right? But even if he don't matter. Why you want to fight him? He ain't got nothing to do with that. Clout. You doing interviews. Clout. See, you got to think, these are wrestlers. Professional liars. Wrestlers are professional liars. Everything is make-believe, right? They're professional fucking liars. They're working all the time. This was basically, this is what this promotion is basically doing, even though they lost the ID program. But they're trying to milk all the clout they can get from this. Why do you think everybody doing interviews and all this other shit? And I know it's in demand for these people to do interviews, but you can turn them down. You can be like, no, this is a serious situation. I don't want to talk about it. But no, they all over the place because it's getting that place promotion. Clout. Everybody got what they wanted. Rajah Jackson got his lick back. Now, like I said, Rajah Jackson takes 50%. Because it was brutality, yes, it takes 50%. But you got to split that with everybody else. You got to split that with everybody else. Because if AJ Mata's talking about the promoter said keep hitting them, then Rajah even said on his stream, they said keep hitting them until somebody get him off. So you're going to tell a concussed man that don't really even got a full mindset really even there. He got kicked in the fucking head, which is like the strongest part of your body. Yeah, it's like the strongest part of your body. You got to work your arms to get strong, but your legs is carrying your weight all the time. That's why an average person can kick somebody in the head and most likely kill their ass quicker than your hands can. You got to train your hands to do that. An average person can stump on a nigga head and knock him the fuck out and kill him or kick him in the face. It's a fact because you're carrying the weight all the time. Right? I'm hoping I'm making sense to somebody. Because I had to really, really digest on this that I am wrong about this. He's not 100% wrong. He's still wrong, but not 100%. A lot of people are at fault in this, bro. A lot of people play. And Rampage Jackson has nothing to do with nothing. Father issues. I was wrong about that too. His relationship with his father has nothing to do with anything. Nothing to do with anything. Because he felt like he needed to prove himself to his dad. If you have a dad right now, you're going through the same thing. You want to prove to your father. You're going through the same shit. So that's regular stuff. That's regular. His father is Rampage Jackson. He has pressure on him already because people automatically expect him to be good as his father. That's a fact. If you got a famous mom, dad, people automatically put your expectations high as them. Automatically. Just because of who you are. So, come on now. So his father, for people putting that in the mix, they ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Then people putting racism in the mix, what that has to do with anything? If we want to go there and be nitty and picking, okay, then why would Stu attack a black man he don't know? Why? Why would he attack a black man he don't know if we gonna do all that? I don't see how race got anything to do with it. It was a lot of miscommunications on the promoter's side, on AJ Mata's side. I blame the referees. I blame all them niggas. Where was the people that was supposed to drag him off him? Rajah said on his fucking stream, they said keep hitting him until somebody get him off. Now, AJ Mata said, you remember where the receipt is, right? So that means that it's indicating he told him what a receipt is before. But at the same time, remember, this young man is concussed. Mood swings and different shit going on in his head. And yes, it comes a time when you black the fuck out when you got an opportunity. Why would they let that man know anywhere near a wrestling ring when he's never worked it before? All because you told me what a receipt is don't mean anything. 100%. And yeah, I'm concussed. I'm foggy. I'm already like days before, he's already showing frustrations of trying to figure his life out because everybody think he's a nepo baby because his dad got the bread. He said, my dad got the bread. He's got to figure this shit out. So think about all those pressures. Then you get kicked in the head. And so it's like a lot of this could have been prevented if they would have just let Raja beat his ass right there in the backstage. They should have just said, nah, get y'all ones. They should have just said that, bro. Get y'all ones. Get it over with. You could have prevented this whole fucking thing. You could have prevented this whole thing. No, you want to get a concussed man in the ring. That's why I said, is AJ really a friend? Or is he a clout-chasing motherfucker just like the rest of them? Come on, man. So everybody's at fault of this shit, bro. Everybody's at fault. Everybody deserves to do some level of time. Everybody do. Maybe not the Doug guy, due to the fact he the one got Stu off, even though the other guy with the black and white face paint, he tried as well. But you know what I mean? But everybody else is at fault, man. AJ Mata, Black Pearl, the promotion in general is at fault. Because y'all all wanted clout. Syco Stu is at fault. He wanted clout and got what he wanted. You wanted clout. You wanted clout. I don't agree the ass whooping should have been that bad, but you deserve to get your ass whooped, though, regardless. You did. He's okay now, so it ain't like the man died. This would be a different tone if he died, if you would have killed him. He didn't. Did he try to kill the nigga? I'm sure he did. But he didn't. So we got to think about what's going on now. And I got to put on one more thing. I heard he got booked in a Danger Pro Wrestling or whatever. That's not a good look on them because there's too much controversy behind this man's name. I would really wait until, the investigation takes a different turn where he's, I would much rather wait if I was them. But that's what I'm talking about. That goes back to my point of these wrestlers are clout chasers. All of them are clout chasers. So that's my take on the Raja Jackson situation. Syco Stu didn't deserve that, but he deserved to get his ass whooped. He didn't deserve that ass whooping, but he deserved to get his ass whooped. AJ Mata, Black Pearl, all these motherfuckers that was egging on and like I said, AJ Mata is probably more at fault. You had to know this man was already concussed. So why would you even suggest bring him in the ring? Even if he wasn't doing nothing physical, he doesn't have a good mindset at this point. And you knew that. And you had to know that. I'm sure you watching the streams, bro. But I didn't mean to make this video too long. Like, share, subscribe, dislike the good shit. What do y'all think of this? Like I said, I usually don't go back on my word, but I had to fix this. We are out.